Sports, not an activity gamers typically do. Video games, not an activity that athletes typically do. Football! Sports games, an unlikely fusion between these two mediums, selling millions of copies to consumers every year. But what if I said that sports games kinda suck? Yeah, I said it. NBA 2K23, more like NB lame 2K23. FIFA 23, more like P fart 23. Madden 23, more like mad, a really bad game that I really don't want to play din 23. That's why I'm gonna reinvent the entire genre.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. I'm gonna reinvent the entire genre.
But what does reinvent the genre mean?
By reinventing the genre, I was thinking, wait, what does reinventing the genre even mean? Change something so much that it appears to be entirely new. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is take some sort of pre-existing sport, but add some kind of mix of other game genres in order to bring something fresh to the table. Bon appetit.
Oh my god!
But first, before I even start developing this prototype sports game, I need to analyze the inner workings of a sports game to find out what makes it fun and what doesn't. So I decided to play a couple sports games and take notes because I'm a certified young money rapping scientist. Gilbert, put on that beat. FIFA 23 is a game about kicking balls. Balls. Kicking balls. Balls. I really like kicking balls. Balls. After my very productive research section, I've come across these elements that are the most fun in a sports game. Number 1. Number 2. And finally, number 3. Score goal? Yeah, there's really not a lot of fun to be had with these games, and a whole heap of issues. I think it's about time for me to hit the drawing board and create some kind of game idea. So in order for me to create a sports game, I need to create a sport. But you see, that's kind of hard. Sports are created over years and years of playing, games, locations, people, talent. So I'm just gonna generate a random object and see if my creative juices can come up with a sport. Sheep. That's gonna be a bit tough, but I think I have an idea. Imagine this. Sheep soccer. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Yeah, sounds pretty awesome, right?
I thought you were gonna reinvent the genre. What the flip is sheep soccer? And how the flip is that gonna reinvent the whole genre?
Shh. Listen to me. I know it doesn't sound like much to reinvent the genre, but looking back at it, one of the biggest problems with the sports game genre is that it isn't that fun. There's no innovation. Every year they pump out the same game and don't change on the dull gameplay. So at the end of the day, all you really need to reinvent the genre is not to change the whole thing, but just make it actually worth players' time. Thank you so much. So here's my plan. You are a sheep, and you are on a team of, let's say 3 to 4 other sheep, facing off against another team. The goal is to score the soccer ball into the other net. However, the field that you're playing in is divided by 3 sections, which you can't walk over, but you can hit the ball over. I don't know if this will actually be a good feature, but I'm here to experiment and reinvent the genre, not make a good game. Also, on top of that, unlike other soccer-based sports games such as Omega Strikers, you cannot hit the ball. The ball must bounce off your body and your wool in order to go in. But here's the thing, you can also use abilities such as flinging your wool at the ball or stunning opponents with your wool. However, doing this will remove wool from your body, which in turn makes you less bouncy, but it makes you faster because you have less mass on your body. So it can create interesting micro strategies and trade-offs in the gameplay. For example, oh my god, the ball is over there all alone and unprotected. I, a sheep, I think I can score. But oh no, I'm a big chubby fat sheep with lots of wool. So you shed your wool to gain super speed and get to the ball in time, only for your naked, small, frail body to not be bouncy enough to score the goal. Alright, that's enough shenanigans. Let's actually make a prototype of this game on Unity. I didn't really know what graphic style to do, so I originally went with this 2D thing that looked kinda terrible. So I decided to do a 3D environment instead. I reused the 3D low poly nature pack that I use in my survival game video to map out the environment. And now it's time to add a sheep. So I went to the Unity asset store to find a sheep, and god damn, the only sheep on this website that actually looks good is $5, and I ain't got that kind of money right now. I'm low on liquidity right now, so this thing looks whack anyway. I mean, like, come on, who would get this? It's actually, upon looking at it further, it's actually kind of cute. Oh, it has full animations, walking, idle. I don't need that at all. What the hell? Next up is to make this sheep move, so I followed a tutorial by Brackies Our King to give the sheep full third-person movement with a Cinemachine camera. You are currently in the air, don't worry about that, but now the sheep can move wherever you want and the camera will follow. I even mapped the animation so it looks pretty nice, but I seem to have made a grave mistake. I made a character controller movement script instead of rigid body, which basically means that this happens. So I'll have to redo the entire character movement script if I actually want to use physics, but I'll do that tomorrow.
Me. Wake up, sleepyhead.
After taking some much needed beauty sleep, I reworked the entire movement in my game to be physics based. In order to do this, I took my first person movement script from my survival game video, check it out by the way, and repurposed it to work here. I fixed the camera and worked on adding some movement features to the game. This includes sprinting and jumping. I ended up spending way more time on this than I care to admit. I also grabbed a soccer ball model off the Unity asset store to spice things up a bit. You know what else would spice things up a bit? If you subscribe to this channel. Come on, it's just one button. Come on, you can do it. Please, just please. Finally, I needed to add the whole new wool mechanic to the game. So first, I made it so you have 3 different speeds and mapped it out so that if you fling wool off your body, you get faster. And you also get less bouncy, but I think the bouncy thing might have to be reworked in the future, because currently it's a very, very slight difference. Also, the wool shooting looks so bad, but you know what they say. I added some goalposts and fixed up the animation so it transitions seamlessly between all of them. And I also added some grass patches, so if you walk up to one of these patches and you press E, it will eat the grass and replenish your wool. And with that over with, I'm done with this prototype game. And I know what you're thinking.
This game is blasphemous. What the heck? What the flip is going on? You're literally a sheep. Like, how did you reinvent the genre?
I understand your concern, dear subscriber. However, I did say I would reinvent the genre, not make a full game with full AI systems, online multiplayer. That being said, reinvent the genre? I don't really know, but the real question is, would you rather play this or FIFA? I don't know, man, but I think I'd rather be a sheep. I'm just saying. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this game, comment down below and I could give it some more updates and work on it further. I'll see you next video.